Hello, my name is Olivia Yoder, and today I'll be talking about social media and the effects it has on us. I am sitting with Kaylee Brannigan, a senior here at St. Mary's. We're going to be talking about social media. As college students, we both use social media a lot to post pictures, tweet, and share those funny videos, quizzes, and articles. My question today is, do we think social media is affecting us? I want to focus on how the pictures that we share, that are shared by people, and the comments people make about those photos, or even our own. Kaylee, what are your views on social media?
I mean, I like social media, obviously. I use it all the time, but I definitely think that our culture, especially our generation, has really gone overboard with it. If I don't see someone post something on Snapchat, I assume they didn't go out. I even said something to my roommate today. She didn't post anything Saturday, and when she mentioned going out, I was like, wait, you went out? You didn't have anything. So it's weird to me how much we really do rely on seeing things on there to see what's going on in the world around us.
I feel like, yeah, I pretty much use social media the same way. Like, I like to see everybody going out on Snapchat, the cool pictures on Instagram. How often do you think you use social media?
Way too much. I use social media every time that I'm not actively doing something else. I was actually on the way home from Wrigley Field on Saturday night, and we were in an Uber, and my phone died. And I was so bored the entire way because everyone else was asleep, and I didn't know what to do with myself. Then I realized, like, 5 years ago, I didn't have a smartphone. Like, I didn't have anything to do, so it was weird how much I've really started to rely on that as entertainment.
Do you think it's bad, since now we're all relying on social media, that, like, we can't just entertain ourselves normally, like playing games, maybe doing, like, those card games, like the ones we used to play, like the ABC games? Like, do you think that's a bad thing now that social media's taken over?
I definitely think there's ups and downs to it. It has the upsides of most of my family lives in Jersey, so I can connect with them whenever I want without having to pick up the phone, and that makes that really easy, and it makes relationships stronger. But in the same way, we'll be staying there in our group of friends, and everyone's on their phone. So I think it has ups and downs to it, but I think we definitely need to balance out how much we're using it because it is taking away from a lot of interpersonal connections.
Okay. And then for the pictures that you see on social media, especially the ones that guys share, especially like the ones like women, like maybe in like swimsuits or like tight dresses, do you think that gives like young girls like bad images for themselves in like the future?
I think it can go either way. I think it does give younger girls false ideas of what they have to be because they're seeing that getting 5,000, 6,000 likes, and they're not seeing that in other types of pictures. But I also think that the women who are choosing to model like that or choosing to be like that, they shouldn't be looked down on for that either.
Yeah.
I think that can be empowering for them and they can feel better about themselves, but it definitely shouldn't be the only image that we're giving young girls to look up to.
Do you think, cause like I agree with you on that, do you think that like young girls are going to start acting like how those models act, like dressing like them, posing for pictures like them because of they see online on social media, especially like on Instagram, because you can follow people you don't even follow?
I think so. I mean, you see pictures of girls like in 7th, 6th grade, and they look like they're my age now. Maybe I just look like I'm 12 years old, but I feel like they're definitely trying to put out that image because they want to be getting those likes. They want to be getting that attention. They want to be Instagram famous or whatever people call it these days. And I think that's worrisome that people put that much weight on that. So.
And then, so like I know some girls, and like sometimes I do it too, when like not enough people like my pictures on Instagram, I kind of feel about the picture and I'll delete it sometimes. Do you think that kind of affects us as women? Like, do you think we should define ourselves by the likes that we have?
I definitely don't think we should define ourselves by it, but I think people do. Like, you see other people getting all these likes and then you're not getting them, so you almost start to think, well, like, what's wrong with me? Why isn't this getting that? So then that's when you do start to dress or act like the other models getting everything. So I think that while we shouldn't do it, we do. I think that people need to make a conscious effort to be like, okay, my self-worth is not dependent on how many Instagram likes I get, especially when half the people that follow you on Instagram probably don't even know you, so how can they base anything on you except for your pictures?
Yeah. Do you think there's something that could change to help make social media maybe a more positive thing?
I don't think there's something that the companies could really do because I don't think that's their job, but I think as like a culture and as a group of people, we should pull back on the emphasis on it and try and like make a conscious effort to not have that be such an important part of our life.
Okay. Before we wrap everything up, is there anything about like social media that you want to add at all?
I think basically just what I was saying, whereas it needs, with our generation, not to be such a pivotal point for us. And it needs to be something that we have on our spare time or something to connect with others, but not this huge influence where it's all we want to do. And I mean, if I make my breakfast and it looks really good, I Snapchat it. And like, that's so unnecessary. And I don't think we realize it until we think about it.
Okay. Thank you, Kaylee, for joining me today. I hope everybody learned a little bit more about how we think of social media, and maybe they might think about how they use social media different. Thank you for coming.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.